Welcome to this week's episode of the SMS Weekly Digest.
The Mouth of South.
We're your anchors Aiden
and Aubrey.
Let's see what's for lunch this week on the SMS Weekly Spagooter.
And now, the Weekly
Spagooter.
Hoagies and grinders, navy beans, meatloaf sandwich. Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe, come on. Sloppy Joe, you done. Sloppy Joe.
Let's see a brand new student attending South Middle School.
There's a new kid in town.
What's your name?
Angelina,
What grade are you in?
7th,
Where did you go to school before you came to South?
Manatee Middle School.
How are you liking South so far?
It's pretty good.
What's your favorite type of music?
Rap.
Who's your favorite artist?
I don't know, I have a lot.
Let's see who won on the comic contest.
Okay, guys, we're here to film a contest.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Alright guys, we're back with another contest. Okay, so last week we asked you to guess the weight of Captain Random, the guinea pig featured on Random Fact of the Week. And so the answer was 1 pound, 10.7 ounces actually. So closest answer will win. We'll show the winner's name. So this week's contest, how many versions of Risk, the board game Risk, does Mr. Darren Morgan own? I want you to guess. And you can't ask Mr. Morgan himself because we're gonna tell him that. And so, yeah. Anyway, so come up with an answer. Email me at josephschuler.stu@joplin.schools.org if you have an answer. All right, have a good week.
Goodbye!
Bye. Oh, and by the way, we're starting something new. The winner of the contest will let us do a challenge. We'll film it and put it on the next week's contest. So, although it has to be within certain parameters, because, yeah.
Can't be inappropriate, it can't be violent.
Yeah, no violence.
Yeah.
We're gonna see how it works, and if it goes good, we're gonna keep doing it. So, that's gonna be us. All right, bye.
Goodbye!
Let's meet this week's teacher.
Got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh.
What's your name?
I am Mrs. Hartman.
What do you teach?
I teach 6th grade Comm Arts and Reading.
And where are you located?
I am located on the 2nd floor in room 605.
What is your favorite instrument?
My favorite instrument is piano. I just love the way that it sounds and the peace that it gives you.
My favorite instrument is the flute, probably because I play it, but it's still nice. It's kind of calm and relaxing.
That's awesome.
Would you rather change the past or look into the future?
I'd rather look into the future because good things lay ahead.
And would you rather go to Alaska or Hawaii?
Hawaii, of course. Alaska's way too cold.
Now we go to the SMS Principal's Minute.
I heard there was another social coming up. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, we're having social December 21st. Requirements for the social are no referrals starting today, which is first day back from Thanksgiving break, and you cannot have any missing assignments. So make sure you get that work turned in so we can get a good grade at the semester grade, and make sure you're staying out of trouble.
All right. So I also heard about the new advisory challenge.
The new advisory for December, we're going to have an advisory challenge, a door decorating contest. Who can make the most festive Christmas or holiday decoration on their door? In the past, we've had lights, we've had tinsel, we've had all kinds of great ideas. So whoever can make the best idea, the committee will vote, and you'll take the belt home.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's learn the rules of South Middle School with the 35 Essentials.
So Muffin, what's up? Hi Susan, I got you a gift. It's called I'm Sad and Pessimist by somebody.
Oh wow, that's what I've always wanted. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It's a nice gift. I got you something, Muffin.
No.
It's called I'm Happy. It's got little sunshiny suns in there. I love it.
Lollipops and rainbows.
Superstar student, superstar student, superstar student. Time.
Alright, so I heard you guys did a crime lab.
We did. It was really fun. We had a whole unit that we did on crime scene investigation and crime lab science. And so we invited the Joplin Police Department to bring their mobile crime unit out. And whenever they came, we as a class got to tour the inside and look at all of their equipment and their crime fighting stuff. It was really neat. We really appreciate Officer Dunning for helping us to set it up.
Alright, so what was your favorite part of the crime lab?
For me, like, I don't know if I'd say my favorite part, but when we first walked in and he was showing us some of the stuff, he took a body bag out of one of the cabinets, and it was just like kind of gut-wrenching to think there might be a dead body in that sometime in the near future. What was your favorite part, Tom?
Inside of the car, of the equipment in the back shelves with all kinds of stuff to learn what happened at the crime scene.
What about you, Landon?
My favorite part was the fingerprints.
Yeah, they had a lot of different equipment to do fingerprints, and it was just all of their things that they had to collect evidence was really interesting. So it was really fun.
Thank you.
Now let's go see some chilly art with the Art Atomic. Now let's go talk about some fine arts.
the sharpest words wanna cut me down. Hey, hey, hey. Gonna stand and fly, gonna drown them out. Hey, hey. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me. However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but say that you'll bring me along to the world you see, to the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.
Let's see what's happening in sports on the SMS Sports Reel.
The strengths of this group, they're really gritty. They like to work hard. Hustle's not really a question.
How has it worked out in a positive way to combine schools?
Well, it gets you not only to make new friends, but also work better as a team with other people that you don't know.
I think it's been a positive thing because we compete better with other schools because we can combine all of our girls together instead of having 3 separate teams to go out and compete against these teams, and now we've kind of been able to combine forces and be a little bit more effective on that front.
What are the strengths of your guys' basketball team?
When we're out on the court, we're working together, we're talking, and that's where it helps us win games and get closer.
I love basketball because you get to have a team, you get to work together in order to just make baskets, and I'm very competitive.
So just give us a few success stories from this year.
One would be Kaylin Lee. She has really improved on learning to play big in the sense of knowing that she's taller than most girls and using that to her advantage. In the beginning of the season she was really timid and kind of afraid. Now she's really owned that position and she has excelled tremendously in the last couple games, and especially Monday night. When we won both of our games, she was a critical role in that. Another would be Samaj James. She has been, I think, one of our most improved players. Again, on Monday, she went into the game and she knew exactly what she was supposed to do and was in every position that she was supposed to be in. So overall, she's really picking up quick, and I'm really proud of her for that. The rest of the girls, they have continually increased in their strengths and then helped to develop their weaknesses and are getting better every day.
I like that brings me out, but then Alex and me down there and our big girls, Kaylin.
I like watching them grow mentally and physically, not just in basketball, but learning more about themselves during the process.
And then Cassie, okay?
Coach Linhart's our hero.
Who are y'all playing tonight?
St. Peter.
St. Peter. You guys need some pre-game popcorn or what?
Yes.
I am concession man.
Put it yourself, Ryan.
Get your own. Oh yeah, there's the money. Get it.
I have to.
Get it.
I have to empty it a little bit.
Get it.
I am concession man.
Get up. Dig it. Up. Get up. Dig it. Up.
Let's hear some advice from Mr. Stat's intriguing words of wisdom.
Good morning, everyone. This week's words of wisdom are, smile a lot, you will. It costs you nothing. Thanks and have a great day.
Let's see who won on the funniest mean moment.
And the winner is...
Send your cool memes to eleaderssms@gmail.com for your chance to win a cool surprise. Now, let's go see the Counselor's Corner with the heartwarming Miss Narrow.
Abby!
Hey!
It's so nice to see you.
I know, it's really good to see you too.
So, are you comfortable?
Yeah.
Can I get you anything?
No, I'm fine.
You sure?
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you think we should talk about?
I was thinking about how people's grades drop before Christmas.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy because you know what I said to my daughter this morning when we got in the car? I was like, okay, it's go time. Semester's almost over. You've got 4 weeks. I was like, semester grades, those count. So be aware of what's going on academically.
Yeah.
I said, let's try to see what we can do to get those bumped up so we can have a secure GPA. So, and that is very, very important information because it's 4 weeks until a break and everybody's thinking about the break and Christmas and time off from school. So it's very understandable that we can be distracted and not really think about school and being academic. So all we need to do is be aware of it, that we're distracted.
Yeah.
So that'll help us maybe set some little goals about how to keep our grades where we want them. Because keeping your grades where you want them is a good representation of who you are. And so be kind to yourself so you're not going into the break thinking, oh my gosh, oh, I don't want my parents to see my grade card. Let's not have that frame of mind going into the holiday season.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So how are your grades?
They're pretty good right now. I have one grade that's borderline AB.
Wow, well that's pretty good then. And so what are your goals? What are your plans to try to get it up to the A?
I'm gonna try and see if there's any extra credit work I can do in that class.
Right, and then in order to see if there's extra credit work, what are you gonna have to do?
Well, I'm gonna have to do the work and then I'm gonna have to ask my teacher about it.
Ask your teacher. You got it. Take it from Abby. Ask your teacher.
Let's go see this new dramatic episode of The South Soap. What will Bromley do next? You decide at goldfishfun.com.
But if you want somebody to blame, don't blame me. Blame Chris, Mitchell, Casey Plyler, Darren Morgan, Heather Van Otterloo. Thank you.
So what do you have to say about Bromley's confession about you and a few other teachers blaming him?
Well, I think it's classic Bromley. I mean, to shift blame or whatever. By the way, like the places he mentioned getting assaulted by the news media in terms of like his family, those places are closed. So how is this even believable? Hastings? That closed like several years ago. Sbarro? That doesn't exist in our mall anymore. So I really don't think he's telling the truth, which is not all that surprising.
So what if by mentioning these places that have closed years ago, saying that it was already a problem and that we just made it worse, do you think that's possible?
I don't think anything can make the worst thing in the world any worse.
Okay. So are you referring to Bromley as the worst thing in the world?
Perhaps.
So what do you think about Bromley accusing you and a few other teachers of?
I think it's malarkey. I mean, it is absolutely incredibly cowardly of him not to accept that what he did was wrong on so many levels, but especially an ethical and moral level. It's really too bad.
So do you have any proof that you and the other teachers didn't do this?
Well, absolutely. Could you deny evidence of my excitement for Kendasha whenever we gave her that thumbs up award? I don't think so. That was pure, unadulterated happiness for recognizing a true American hero, Kendasha, over a true American villain, Patrick Bromley.
So you guys are making Bromley seem like the bad guy, but since he said that people did force him to do this, do you think that it's possible that Mr. Mitchell or Mr. Plyler did this and without you guys knowing?
He's absolutely scapegoating us. He absolutely is. He's trying to win back the affection of the populace, and it's just not gonna work. It's just not gonna work.
So what do you have to say about Bromley blaming people for making him cheat?
You know, this boohoo Bromley thing, I have a plaque that I used to always say, when faced with a challenge, people do one of three things. They'll quit, or in his case, cheat, make an excuse, like blame other people, like pouring this at me, or rise to the occasion, which we know he didn't do. So you know this boohoo Bromley thing, you gotta think, I deal with this stuff all the time, this is not how we do business at South.
So, he says that he didn't cheat and that he was made to do, or he was told to do whatever it took to win. So even if he was told to do that by one of the teachers, do you still think it's cheating?
Absolutely. You gotta earn it, and he did not earn it.
So what would you have to say to anybody that ever competes against Bromley?
Watch out for boohoo Bromley, he's gonna win any way he can.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A biblioteca. Let's see some books.
Alright, welcome back to La Biblioteca. I am your host this week, Mr. Morgan. And I'll be telling you about a book I read a few weeks ago called The Bonds of Womanhood by Nancy F. Cott. Now, this book is about New England women during the late 18th century and into the early 19th century, and the impact that these women had on New England society and then the United States as a whole. So it's called The Bonds of Womanhood, which is double meaning. There's a duality to that. The bonds of womanhood being the bondage, so to speak, that females found themselves in early colonial and American society, and also the bonds that females shared with one another. So it's a positive spin on that as well. So just to give you a little snapshot of this book. Alright, here we go. Sisterhood expressed in an effective way the gender identification, the consciousness of womanhood, so thickly sown and vigorously cultivated in contemporary social structure and orthodoxy. Women's reliance on each other to confirm their values embodied a new kind of group consciousness, one which could develop into a political consciousness. Now that's foreshadowing the women's rights movement. So who's going to be interested in this type of book besides Mr. Morgan? Well, I can think of a handful of people, at least in this building alone. Those would include the likes of Ryan Zimmerman, Elijah Neville, people that don't eat a lot of cheese, and probably those who are into like women's rights. That would be a typical crowd, unless you happen to be a part of a class where you're supposed to read this book, in which case, you know, you might like it. I certainly enjoyed it. The Bonds of Womanhood. Check it out, Amazon.com.
Let's go see some random questions from the hallway.
One thing I'd like to be better at is math because I'm really bad at it.
One thing I want to be good at is sports.
The question is, I need to think about one thing that Mrs. Nerrill would like to be able to be better at. Oh, there's so many. But I really wish I was like a detail-oriented person. Like I could take the Tupperware and the little plastic containers and find homes for them all. I really wish I was that detailed with organization. And I'm not, and I never will be. But I wish I was.
The one thing I'd like to be better at is being the best because I'm already the best, so just add on to that.
Now we go to the most interesting man in the world.
He is the most interesting man in the world.
Greetings, my friends. You know, as the world's most interesting man, I frequently go to public libraries. This summer I was in the public library and Mr. Morgan walked up to the desk and said to the librarian, "I'll have a cheeseburger and fries." The librarian looked at Mr. Morgan and said, "Sir, don't you realize you're in a public library?" To which Mr. Morgan responded, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'll have a cheeseburger and fries." Stay healthy, my friends.
Now, let's go see the rhyming bell music.
Welcome to Bell Music News. My name's Ryan.
And I'm Aiden.
And this week's theme of Bell Music is songs that rhyme with the artist.
Yeah. If you guys think you're so smart, we're going hard now on you.
Yeah.
And obviously you aren't that smart.
And by that he means no one guessed right. So we have no winner this week. I'm very disappointed.
This reminds me of the time whenever I reacted to nobody winning the Bell Music.
Let's learn a crazy cool fact with the random fact of the week with Captain Random.
Did you know that sloths can hold their breath longer than dolphins?
Let's see some awesome selfies from the people of South Middle School.
And now, the selfie second.
To be a part of the selfie second, go ahead and hashtag pictures of you and your friends turning it up to hashtag SMS selfie second on Instagram or email them to us at eleadersSMS@gmail.com.
Now let's go to the Club Connect.
So what are you guys doing?
Today in art club we're celebrating for finishing the mural.
We're celebrating. We have food and stuff, and random stuff.
We get to draw, and art club's really fun. You should join.
Let's go see what Mr. Brumley, Mr. Mitchell, Hobbs, and Justin are up to in the cafe.
Wow, that lady in the weight room, she was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, just like boom, just
yeah,
ripping weights.
It's like 150 pounds.
How many times she lifted?
Like 200.
You ready to go, boys? Let's go. Let's wrestle.
No, that would not be fair at all.
It wouldn't be fair. You're right. You know what? It's 2 against 1, so I'll take both of you at the same time.
Just
let me empty the pockets here.
No, I really can't. Oh my God, are you okay, Mitchell?
I think I'm all right. What is she doing?
All right.
Oh my gosh. It's Bromley.
And Hobbs. Do you guys want a real wrestling match? So let's wrestle. You want to do it? Do that. Yeah. All right. Tag team. Winner takes all. Yeah. Let's do it. Grizzly style, and we'll go.
No.
All right. We'll get the ref in here, okay?
What? We're not wrestling.
No, I surrender.
What are you doing?
I surrender.
Whoop!
Get him! Down. I'll put the sleeper on. I got his feet. Okay. Down. Wait, you gotta get down.
Femur's broken. My femur.
Okay, victory!
Face to face, out in the heat, hanging tough, staying hungry. They stack the odds till we take to the street for the kill, with the skill to survive. It's deep, eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight.
What were you doing, Mitchell? I gotta do my face. Like you were way too tough to get down there.
Hobbs and Bromley are laying us up.
It was super awkward, like whenever I was on top of you, because you would not. Really, you were fighting me.
So what are we doing with the leg?
Let's go see who found the mustache.
Let's go see some of our upcoming events.
Tuesday, December 4th, our marching band is marching in the Christmas parade. We hope to see you there supporting our Eagles.
There is also a fire drill at 2:25 on Tuesday. If you would like to see more projects done by the E-Leaders, check out our website at eleadersSMS.wixsite.com/eleaders.
Don't forget, you can be a part of the SMS Weekly Digest. Send any videos or pictures of your activities to eleadersms@gmail.com. Thank you and have a wonderful weekend.